what boards look for when they look at new board members. So we drew up a general sort of leadership profile, if you will, or personality profile. So they want people who are good at listening, but also can be assertive. And that's probably the most difficult balance to strike, because most of you will come from executive positions where you've learned over the years to make decisions, to be fast, be assertive, and state your point of view and debate. Where to some extent that is important at the board level, but boards are looking for consensus, which is the third point here. So you need to be able to know how to drive your point, but also step back and sometimes say, I've raised my concern, but I know the majority wants to move somewhere else. So that's that finding a balance between listening and assertion is quite important. And of course, with that being stereotypical, as an Asian leaders, typically we it's not always easy, because Asians, depending on where you come from, might be more less assertive, and so you need to be assertive. You cannot just be listening to things on the board. You need to have a strong point of view, but you also need to be able to step back. Reputation is very important. So as much as you will be looking for the reputation of the company and what that will mean if you join the board, they will be looking at your reputation and make sure that if you Google your name on social media, anything that you see is professional and there's nothing there that might endanger the board. So very often when we do board searches, the very first thing the client will do, or will ask us to do, and therefore we will do ourselves, is Google the person's name. And if anything comes up that doesn't sound, right, there will be questions asked for sure. And then generally speaking, the last few points, it's, the more connected you are, the more intellectually curious you are, and can share your perspective on a broad range of things, and being a good person to be around, however you want to define that, is important, because board members do tend to spend a lot of social time together. And so, you need to be able to pass the airport test, so to speak, which is, if you are stuck with that person for 2 hours in an airport because your flight is delayed, do you enjoy being with that person? Is that person an interesting person to spend time with? And it's very intangible, but that is definitely something that when you're going to be interviewed by other board members, they will think about, because they want to spend time with interesting people. So and the end, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add on that.
I think you touched on it, but just to, I suppose, reiterate the point, in the first year as a non-executive director, less is more. So you should be relying more so on the chair to bring you into the debate or the conversation, rather than looking to feel as though you have to speak for the sake of it. Your emphasis should be on learning the business, learning the sector if it's new to you for the first time, learning about the different styles and personalities of the other board members. So I think in that first year, less is more. And chief executives, I don't know if there are any on this on this call, but chief executives, I sympathize. You will find it very difficult to bite your lip and to not contribute in that first year, because you are pre-programmed to do exactly that and to sort out the very problems that you see in front of you. But certainly to begin with, feel your way into the meetings, feel your way into the business, and spend that first 12 months learning, rather than feeling as though you have to contribute.
Yep, that is very true.